Have you ever watched someone realize they were the villain in their own story? I always thought I was the golden child. Perfect grades, captain of debate team, never got in trouble. My younger brother Kyle was the opposite. Late to class, messy room, always forgetting homework. I made sure Mom knew about every single one of his screw-ups. When Kyle left his science project until the last minute in 8th grade, I casually mentioned it to Mom during dinner. When he forgot to walk the dog 3 days in a row, I kept count and reported back. I told myself I was helping him become more responsible. The truth was, I loved being the good son. Every time Kyle messed up, it made me shine brighter. Mom would shake her head and say things like, "Why can't you be more like your brother?" I ate that stuff up. Junior year of high school, everything changed. Kyle had been acting weird for weeks, staying in his room, barely talking at dinner. One Tuesday, I came home to find Mom crying at the kitchen table with some official-looking papers spread out. Kyle had been caught with a vape pen at school. Not just caught using it, but apparently selling them to other kids. The school was threatening expulsion. Mom was devastated because this could ruin his chances of getting into any decent college. I played my part perfectly, acted shocked, disappointed, but supportive. I even drove Kyle to his disciplinary hearing and sat in the waiting room looking like the concerned older brother. That night, Kyle knocked on my bedroom door. He looked exhausted. "I need to tell you something," he said, sitting on my desk chair. "Remember last month when you asked me to grab your backpack from your locker because you forgot your calculator?" I nodded, not sure where this was going. "There were 3 vape pens in the front pocket. I figured they were yours, but I didn't want to embarrass you by asking. When security stopped me in the hall for a random check, I panicked and said they were mine." My stomach dropped. Those weren't even mine to sell. My friend Nathan had asked me to hold them for like 2 hours while he took a test. I completely forgot they were in there. "Kyle, why didn't you just tell them the truth?" He laughed, but not in a happy way. "And what? Get you in trouble? You're the one with college apps due next month. You're the one with the scholarship interviews. I'm just the screw-up brother anyway." I felt sick. Kyle had taken a hit that could destroy his future to protect mine, and I had been so focused on maintaining my perfect image that I never even thought to ask him about it. The worst part came next. Kyle pulled out his phone and showed me a group chat with some of his friends. They were all talking about how unfair it was that Kyle got caught, how the school was making an example of him. One message made my blood freeze. Kyle's brother probably set him up. Bet he knew those were in there. I stared at the screen. Even Kyle's friends thought I might have done this on purpose. And honestly, looking back at all the times I'd thrown Kyle under the bus for much smaller things, could I blame them? Kyle saw my face and put his phone away. "I don't think that," he said quietly, "but I also know you've never once stood up for me when I actually needed it." 3 weeks later, Kyle got expelled. Mom had to scramble to find him a spot at the alternative school across town. His college dreams were basically dead. I got into my top choice university with a full scholarship. At graduation, when they called my name for valedictorian, I looked out at the audience. Mom was clapping, but Kyle's seat was empty. He was at his new school, trying to catch up on credits just to graduate on time. That summer, I finally told Mom the truth about the vape pens. She didn't yell or get dramatic. She just looked tired and said, "I always wondered why you never seemed surprised when Kyle got in trouble." Kyle forgave me because that's who he is, but I can't forgive myself. Another full story linked below.